That is very interesting. So you just we had a hiring partner mock interview session, and you were one of the partners.
Yep, very powerful.
You've been one of the partners since we've been doing this thing.
Yep, very powerful.
And thank you for all of your support.
No, it's easy.
What are some of the things that you see in these mock interviews or these interviews, these processes? Have you seen good candidates? Have you seen candidates need to work on? What are some of the things you think they need to work on?
Yeah, no, great. So I probably put them in two different categories. I think all the candidates were great, right, in their own way.
Yeah.
Just showing up to improve yourself, right?
Yep.
You start off on the right foot. I spent a lot of time with the candidates on two different things.
Yeah.
One was just presentation of themselves.
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm nervous. Okay, let's take 10 minutes to talk about why you're nervous.
Yeah.
This is not even a real interview. This is a mock interview about stuff that you know and I don't know.
Yeah.
Why are you nervous?
Wow.
You should be the one in control here.
Yeah.
Right? So a lot of those kind of technical presentation things. Sitting down and somebody waiting for me to speak.
Yeah.
Why are you waiting? This is dead air. This is your chance to be on the offensive. Ask me a few questions.
Yeah.
Get me out of my comfort zone, or get me into a place that'll help you answer a question later on down the road that you can refer back to.
Wow.
Basically take control of the interview as much as you can.
Why do you believe that's possible? Why do you believe that is most powerful, and what is the benefit of that, and what is the lack of if one doesn't?
Yeah, and my point, I'll say employers, but not even just employers, people.
Yes.
People are looking for other people that will be part of their team and will fit. The way you find that out, or the way I find that out in an interview, is to have a conversation with people to see if you will fit. If you are just answering questions that I'm throwing out, one, I can't tell whether you can fit or not. One. Two, you're not going to leave a long-lasting impression. You just won't. And that gives me, that might be 2 strikes out of 3. That might be enough to knock you out of the game.
That's all I need.
That's all I need. That might be all I need.
And so, if I reverse it,
Yep.
You're saying, if I set myself apart and fill in the open air and ask you a question, not even a good question, just a question, throw you off your game, that give me 2 checks, like, well, at least he tried. He threw me off my game.
Absolutely. And even if it's not throwing you a game, because off your game, it might be a question that interests me, that gets me talking.
Yeah.
And now it's not about what's on the resume or the paper. It's about 2 people talking and having a conversation. And I walk away going, you know what?
I like that guy. Wow. The fun fact, the rest we can teach you. Because can I send you somewhere and you can have a conversation with somebody? That's what they're looking for. Wow.
And that applies to, can they talk to my fellow employees? Can they talk to the boss? Can they talk to the client? Can they talk to the support person? Can they talk to somebody on the phone? That's where we are right now.
Wow. So, if I'm hearing this correctly, not what you can do, but can you have a conversation?
To start, we can always get to the what can you do, and depending on what the role might be, that might be as important. But we used to always have a rule, and I always have the rule, which was a no jerks rule. We called it something else, but it's a no jerks rule.
Right. Which
means that if you're not a jerk, you're a good person, you mean well, I can teach you the rest.
Wow.
We can teach you the rest.
That's good. Because, if nothing else, you're going to have to speak to the resume.
We'll get there when we get there.
When we get there.
We'll get there when we get there.
If we get there.
If we get there. If we get there.
That's good. That's really good, man. That's really good.
The second part, you asked me, you had 2-part question. The second part was the actual content of the resume, making sure that folks owned the content of the resume. Don't give me back the answer that I just read on the piece of paper. If I read it on the piece of paper, I already know that answer. Expand on it, expound on it, talk about it. Give me a little bit more than what's not on the paper.
Never heard that one before. That's good. So, and it goes along with the asking the question of
100%.
how did you get there?
100%.
I like that. And so when I catch them in the hallways, and I do a lot of the coaching, and I speak to a lot of business owner, transitional people, and one of the things I find very interesting in passing is people find it hard to sell themselves.
Right.
I'm like, you about to ask me about me. I can tell you about me. I can tell you everything that I didn't put on the paper. That's what you want to know.
Right.
And what you're saying is, hey, I read that, but help me understand a little bit more, highlight yourself a little bit more so I can choose you.
Right.
Or at least ask me some questions so you can choose me.
And if you don't know how to speak to how to sell yourself, then you need to practice that. Because that would be, if I said, tell me something about yourself, that's not on the paper, and you don't have an answer, that's your answer.
Wow.
If you enjoyed that last clip, check out these videos, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that bell for notifications. We don't want you to miss a beat.